Greg Anthony. You take a look at the Pacers. They're trailing the series.
And obviously, guys, they've got it. But you just try to win one game there. So just win this one and give yourself a chance.
Yeah, I agree with you. Not giving up. They're still 100% behind this team. And, you know, 3-0 comebacks have happened for it to happen in basketball.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Hogan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Freak in at the 3 spot. Shoots from 14, and Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Zeller.
He's the kind of player that even the best defense has no answer.
Freak with it. George picks him up 14 feet away, and it's Freak missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Ellis kicks to Hill. Right side against Aldridge. Oh. Last touch by Green.
That is just a careless turnover.
Uphill battle his team in situation in a different light. We could get down on ourselves, but now we have a chance to make history if we were to come back in these finals. That's one way to look at it, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Got 5 points so far.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
D right on him. Jacks up a 3. That's good. He's got 7.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And a wide open look for Freak. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Freak's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Spurs. Indiana trailing here. Hill dishes to Ellis. Again, the miss by Ellis. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Hogan sends a screen for Freak. And Freak throws it down home.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And here is Hill, following the 3-pointer by Freak. And it's Hill penetrating. Shot to stop the run. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Parker. Goes up, and Freak throws it down.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Right side a screen. And Zeller kicks to Hill from outside the arc. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach clearly wants him to get going here early and ensure he gets on fire and makes the kind of offensive impact everyone knows he's capable of. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Indiana again missing. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 19-5 run here. And the basket by Harris.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Hill. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
And no doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Now here is Hill. He feeds it to Turner. Sefolosha passes to Stuckey. And Turner kicks to Hill. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And the shot is good. 19 points for Freak.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Hill with it. Devin Harris covering. In the corner, Sefolosha with it. They double in with Freak, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Tape up.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Aldridge. Freak comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Green, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And Parker's subbed in for Harris. Whiteside is out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Ellis and at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
The Pacers pull it in. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. A three-pointer off the mark.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Ellis with it. Now Green defending. The drive by Ellis. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more than
just Parker, following the miss by Rodney Stuckey. Parker dishes to Freak, and it's good on the assist by Parker. And it's now 26 points for Freak.
And let's see him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. 4th, Freak.
He is having so much success from beyond. Guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
Hunter's checked in for the Spurs. In the corner, George with it, trying to get back on track, and it's good on the way in. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Zeller with the double team. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from 3-point range. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers, boy, he was tremendous. He finished with 54 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Here is Stuckey following the basket by Freak. They double him with Freak, and stolen by Freak for the finish. Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play, utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Roy's checked in. Turner comes in for Cody Zeller. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for George. And it's Hill in for Monte Ellis. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Bogut. Hardaway comes in for Leonard. Garrett Temple has checked in for Hunter. And Harris subbed in for Tony Parker. From deep three-point range. And it's Freak missing.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
And here's Sefolosha for 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Freak. Again, the miss by the Spurs. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Roy gets the bucket.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now, Freak. He has 35. 1 second left. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's San Antonio running away with it. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead.
Talk about a terrific game for Freak. 37 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Freak is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Indiana shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Hill kicks to George. Pick up by Hill. Right side, the pass to Ellis. And again, it's Indiana.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Freak. And he has 42. And that one's good. Freak's got 44.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's It's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Parker against Hill. Ellis wide open. Again, the miss by Ellis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
Freak with it. He's got 44. Shoots from 12. George with the defensive effort.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Outside Hill. Zeller, a screen on Parker. And Zeller kicks to Ellis. 5 on the clock. And again, it's Indiana converting.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 of 4 to start.
Get on Parker!
Kicks to Freak. Releases. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And stolen by Freak. All alone.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Now Ellis following the three-point attempt by Freak. Outside Hill. Passes it to Zeller. That one wide left.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And the basket good. 50 points for Freak.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Ellis, that's good.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Stolen by Ellis. And there's the feed to Hill. Zeller, a screen on Green. And the pass to Zeller. Dishes to George. A 3-ball. That's good. George has got 10 points in the game.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And that one's good. Freak.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Roy's checked in. Turner comes in for Cody Zeller. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. The Pacers making a switch here. George is checked in. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. They've got Paul George. Sefolosha is out there with Hill. Then it's Turner. And it's Roy in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Hill kicks to George. Here's the floater. Rebound San Antonio. Freak's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Hill dishes to Turner. He kicks it to Sefolosha. Outside Hill. Inside. Leaps for it. Whoops. They pick off the pass.
2 minutes. 2 1.
There's Freak. tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Indiana making some changes. Wade, he's checked in for Turner. Stuckey comes in for George. Young is subbed in for Hill. The three from Sefolosha. Rebound, San Antonio. 1:43 left in the fourth. Here's Freak. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Freak's got 60.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Wade passes to Sefolosha. 6 to shoot. Wade kicks to Stuckey to stop the run. Shot is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Spurs.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark's fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quiet.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
And the Pacers with possession here. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. From deep. And that one drops.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
The whole knockout blow.
And they've done it. The new NBA champions. What a moment it is right now to see the team who played so well together enjoying, Clark, this NBA championship moment.
Well, Kevin, it's awesome to be here to witness what happened tonight.
And seeing this team come together over the course of the season and on into the playoffs, what a joy. I mean, there is no better champion the league could have asked for.
And a pleasure here at 2K Sports to be with you all season long. Good night, everyone.